The question shouldn't be, why do I not consume cow's breast milk? The question should be, why are you consuming that? Someone was forcibly impregnated for that, and she was pregnant for 9 months. And when she gives birth, her baby is taken. Can't have the baby sucking up all the milk. Gotta bottle it up for you. Your mother's breast milk was made for you when you were a baby. Her breast milk is made for her baby as well. And she goes through multiple births and loss, about 3 to 4. And when her body breaks down, off to the slaughterhouse. Why would I want the blood on my hands? Why do you?
So I don't consume dairy because in the dairy industry, they enslave the female cows. They have to have a baby every year and they're forcibly impregnated. All the babies are taken away from the mothers. And as soon as the mother can't produce milk anymore, they have the visit to the slaughterhouse. They kill the male babies and call them worthless. So when I buy or purchase dairy products, I'm paying for that suffering to happen. So I don't want to be an animal abuser, so go vegan.
Why should you not consume dairy? In order to answer this question, I want you to close your eyes and ask yourself this one question. Do I support the repeated impregnations, sexual exploitation, and murder of innocent beings and babies? I'm sure most of you would say, absolutely not. So should the question instead be, why am I still consuming dairy?
Name something you can't stand but a lot of people like. I'll go first.
No, please, let me go first. The dairy industry. The whole industry relies on the anal electrocution of bulls, which results in ejaculation, where the semen is sold to dairy farmers so that they can put it inside the cow in what is called artificial insemination, and the cow is pregnant, then gives birth, then the baby is taken away and the cow is put on milking machines so that we can take the milk that is actually made for the baby and sell it to grown-up adult human beings who are still breastfeeding for some reason. I'll pass.
Hi, I'm Daniel. Dairy products come from sexually exploiting adult cows, murdering the babies if it's a male, and then ultimately stabbing the mother in the throat when her body can no longer take the abuse. The dairy industry is evil and absolutely needs to end.
And I stood there amongst all these tiny, broken, crying little babies, and some of them still covered in afterbirth, most of them still with bloody navels, and I realized the price that was being paid to get that milk that I had been getting only a month or so earlier. And I think I cried for the first 2 weeks every day when I was in the calf pens.
So I was asked, why do I not consume cow's breast milk? I'll discuss this a lot more in detail this weekend, the ethical side of it. But Gary Yourofsky the Great, he doesn't entertain this question, and reasonably so. Biology took care of this, beginning of time. Animals create milk, or they should create milk for their babies. I am not a cow, and I stopped breastfeeding a long time ago.
Many women choose to feed their babies with the milk their body produces. The cows who are exploited for their milk are not given that choice. I would be devastated to have my child taken away from me. I can't even begin to imagine what that would feel like. But that's what happens to mother cows on dairy farms. Cows are forcibly impregnated, and then often just within hours after birth, the calves are taken away from them.
Why shouldn't I consume dairy products? For the same reason I wouldn't like to be enslaved for someone else's profitability. I wouldn't like some farmer shoving his arm all the way up my asshole to inject me with some male sperm that the farmer manually ejaculated from the bull. There is no such thing as good animal husbandry in the year of 2022.
Why I don't consume dairy? Oh, I would definitely tell people why I don't consume dairy. Several reasons, but the main one is there even a main one? And for me, there is a main one because I was exploited for my sexuality, and I can totally relate to a female cow being sexually exploited. That's not okay.
Hello, this is Kyle Uzimski with Project Animal Freedom. I have been a vegan since the age of 12 when I first discovered the horrors and injustices and atrocities of the animal abuse industry. I am, in particular, disturbed by the dairy industry, wherein baby cows are forcibly separated from their mothers who are artificially inseminated in the first place to give birth. No mother should have to lose her child year after year, pregnancy after pregnancy.
Why shouldn't I consume dairy products? The real question is, why would I pay a farmer to put a spiked nose ring in a baby cow? If humans drink milk, then that means there's a baby cow somewhere that didn't. There's no such thing as good animal husbandry in the year 2022.
Hey, my name's Andrew Alexander, and in this video I'm telling you why I don't drink dairy. And when I think back since a younger age, where as a child I never wanted to eat eggs or drink milk or have any dairy products, I was forced onto me by my parents because I was told that it's something I needed to do, but since a young age the taste was just disgusting. And since I've grown up, I've learned more about the cruelty behind the industry, and I choose not to participate in that. So whether it's for health purposes or for animal rights purposes, it's just something I choose not to do.
Dairy is a product of animal abuse. That fact is unavoidable. Dairy cows have been selectively bred to produce more milk. In fact, the average dairy cow today produces twice as much milk as they did just 40 years ago. Every year they are impregnated, and after a 9-month pregnancy they are separated from their calf. If they are male, they will be killed as waste. Eventually, after a few years of exploitation, the mother cow will be sent to the slaughterhouse to be bolted in the head and have a knife pulled across her throat.
All animal protein feeds cancer cells and creates an acidic environment in your body. And it's just unnecessary. There's no scientific need for humans to be drinking any other animal's milk.
I don't consume dairy because I am not a baby cow. There is nothing in cow's breast milk that I need that I cannot get from plants. Baby cows are taken from their mothers unwillingly so that they can be killed so that humans can take their breast milk for unnecessary consumption, and I refuse to be a part of that process.